Wow. Here we go. A tale of two bows. Now I built these bows in double quick time, yeah, with using 10 poles. Okay. They've got 6 10 poles in each. Okay. And they're laid out in such a way that you get the best out of the 10 poles. Basically, there's a video on how to construct them back in the day. Anyway, this one here, the pole's £75 at 26 inches. That was on the tiller, pulling it down. And this one is, I think it's about £70 at 23 inches. I can't remember exactly, but I think it's somewhere around about that. And I've been, I mean, I've been shooting bows that are rated at £70 at 32 inches. And I've been shooting bows that are rated at £50 at 32 inches. It's an easy, thing to pull. And I've shot bows at £40 at, but these are short bows. They're mainly longer bows with a longer draw length. And this actually has these have shorter draw lengths. So the poundage, so they're very tight. That's what I'm trying to say. I do apologise. They're very tight. They're light and tight. Okay, and I've been building up to them. This one here has got more in it than I can get out of it at the moment. I think I'm pulling to about comfortably. I'm pulling comfortably about £70 maximum. I think that because I put my feet on this one and pulled it back with my feet and see how far I could pull it back a bit. I think it went over the 26 inches. It went to nearer 27, 28 inches. So I think there's probably about £80 plus in this bow. And I can't get that out of it. But that was built in 25 minutes. Now, if these things are, they're called survival bows, right? Okay. And if you want to do archery in a survival sort of perspective, you need pretty handy bits of kit. If you're going to go, if you're thinking of a survival thing for a bow, you want a bow that's got a bit of something about it. Now, these two bows I've worked into, and that's the thing. If you're not an archer, or you've been shooting £40, when you come to something that's about £70, when you give it some, it's quite hard, and you can pull back as far as you can, really pull back, but you try and aim at the same time when you're pulling back like that as far as you can, it's the thing. You want a bow that you can pull back comfortably and aim, because if you can't pull back comfortably, if you're right over the edge of what you're pulling back, you're capable of pulling back. But I think, because when you go to an archery shop, they say, oh, you mustn't get a bow that's too strong for you, powerful for you, because you can give yourself injury and everything like that. I think the reason why they say that is because if they sell you a £40 bow and you go out and you shoot a £40 bow, you haven't shot it, and you first get it, you pull that £40 bow, and you go, oh, that's a bit all right, you give it some bop, 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 and you enjoy that, right? And your eyes get in, and everything gets in, and suddenly the arrows seemed a bit slower than they did when you first shot it, and everything like that, because you've just got focused on it and everything like that. And so you have to go back and buy another bow. But you won't sell that bow because that's a nice bow. You've fallen in love with it. So you don't sell it. So you get another bow. And you see what I mean? It's a very good way of keeping your thing. But I got a £75 bow here in anybody's money. And I can pull about, I reckon, between £65 and £70 quite comfortably. So there's more in this one as well. Not much more, but there's a lot more in that one than there is in this one. But I can pull this quite comfortably, and it's a short pull. It's completely different from these long, bing, You know, it's just you pull and you release. It's a pull and release because you're getting to your maximum draw length or draw poundage sort of thing. And it's a bit dark here tonight, but and away you go. And it's quite nice. And I've timed these ones, you know, and that this was 180 feet per second or something like that. Yeah. Which, when I look at the other arrows and things like that, you know, they're seeing figures of 200 and things that, you know, I've got a lot of bows, and the arrows come off these very, very, very quick, and you can shoot accurately over quite long distances. I mean, I've shot these bow over 45, 50 yards, 60 yards, even up to 70 yards. I've shot this bow, and yes, you know, if you're hunting, you don't want to be shooting that far. You know, you want to be as close as you fucking can get. You want to be on top of the cum. Excuse my language. Sorry about that. Yeah. So, but if you want a survival bow and you want to get into sort of like archery from a survival perspective, making yourself something like this could be a good start. Buy your arrows. The reason I say buy your arrows, okay, because you can make wooden arrows, and I've made wooden arrows and do the reflection and everything like that, like, you know. But if you're going to do lots of shooting, lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of shooting, because you want to get yourself, you want to build up your strength and you want to build up your thing. That's how you build it up. You have a bow that's too heavy for you, and you work into it. You work into it. You pull it, and you pull it, and you pull it. You work into it until your body can just do it. And it's amazing, especially you young people, how quickly that will happen. You know, so you start off with a bow that you go, bloody hell, I can't pull that. Then a few weeks later, you're just going whack, you know. And it will happen. You know, I'm in my 60s, well into my 60s, and you know, I've actually gone up. I used to, when I was younger, I used to shoot 70-pound longbow, and to be quite honest, I thought I was a bit of a kiddie for doing it. You know, it's not particularly high poundage really, but I could do it, and I could do it quite comfortably. But as I got up, when I came back to archery up from when I was a bit older, I'd lost it. You know, I pulled a 40-pound. I bought a 40-pound bow. I thought, oh, that's all right. I can do that. Bang, bang. I could do that. I could do that. But it didn't take long before that 40-pound was like, you know, yeah. So I wanted to go up and up and up. But these way, and I went up, but the draw lengths were sort of like the bows that I was buying were higher poundage, but you weren't reaching that poundage until you were getting to 32 inches. I can only pull 28 inches. I'm 5'10". I can pull 28 inches. Beyond that, and I'm sort of like, I'm sort of back here, and it's sort of your strength goes off. The strength you have to pull comes on and on and on and on. So you've got your maximum pull strength, like, you know, then it goes off as you go over, like, you know, over there, like, you know. So if you're pulling, you know, a 70-inch bow, a bow that pulls to 32 inches, and you can only pull 28, that's 4 inches you're wasting. You might as well get a bow that pulls to 26, 27 inches, and you can pull that bow to its maximum. Yeah. And you'll get more out of that for you. It's not like, oh, this bow is absolutely bloody marvellous. This bow is amazing, like, you know. No, it's the archer. It's not the bow. It's not the arrow. It's the archer all the time. So it's a good thing it being the archer, because that's the only thing you can do something about. You can sort the archery out. You can become the best archer you can become. You ain't going to be, you know, there's going to be people like Lars Anderson doing 7 shots through a bloody keyhole, making you feel inferior. But if you can pull a bow and let an arrow go, fair play to you. Good night.